Hello, welcome back to my channel, Georgia Girl, Everyone Wellness and More. And happy Friday. Today I'm sharing that I have 20% off at my online boutique. You can find a link to my shop on my channel, or you can check the links below this video. I have awareness merch available, from breast cancer to Alzheimer to inflammation, stop bullying. I'm sharing awareness merch, and I also do custom made designs. If you have anything that you want custom made, a logo or a brand, you can email me at amymoore6969@gmail.com. I pray you continue to have a blessed weekend. Stay blessed, stay encouraged, and always stay prayed up. Thanks for watching. Hey, hey y'all. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hold on. One of them days. Hello. Can y'all hear me? Hey, welcome in. Hey, Lion Pride. Hey, Frank. Hey, Six Balls. Hey, One Crafty Sister. Hey, everybody. Tea time. What's up? Y'all got them teacups in the chat? Put the teacups in the chat, y'all. Put them teacups in the chat. Hey, y'all. Put y'all teacups in the chat. The day is Tuesday Talking Tea. I still do my testimony Tuesday. I do them every month. So I do a testimony Tuesday next week. I do them every month now. Hey, how's everybody doing? Can y'all hear me? The devil busy. The devil didn't want me to come on today, y'all. The devil did not want me to come on today. But I rebuke the name of Jesus. I rebuke him in the name of Jesus. Like, you know how it be sometimes when you think you got everything just played out right for everything to come out right for you to be on. And then here go that devil. Here go that devil. Get the nagging and nagging. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can see me? But honey, I couldn't get it started at 6 o'clock. I said, Lord, it ain't nothing but the devil. Ain't nothing but the devil. But we're going to go on. Good to see everyone. Good to see everyone. Because y'all know the devil stay busy. The devil stay busy. You hear me? But this is just some entertainment today. How many of y'all have seen the movie or the series Beauty in Black? How many of y'all have seen the it's on Netflix. I don't want to spoil it for y'all. Y'all ain't seen none of the series. I don't want to spoil none for you. I'm going to talk about them today, y'all. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you for the flowers. How many of y'all seen Beauty in Black? Woo! Y'all haven't. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I tell you, woo, gotta bitch watch it because I only seen clips. Ooh, I don't want to spoil it for y'all, but y'all know I start doing movie reviews now, so this is my review on the whole series. This is my view on the whole series, I don't want to spoil it for, but I tell you, Tyler Perry, he is. I mean, whatever Tyler Perry does in his personal life ain't got nothing to do with me. His sex life, personal life ain't got nothing to do with me. I just watch his movies and laugh and whatever. Whatever people do in their personal life, my business. If a person do wrong, eventually they'll get, they'll be responsible for what they do. But this is entertainment, and I watch a lot of movies, and I started watching this series. I didn't start watching when it first came out. Because the series came back in 2024? When was the first series? It started coming on the first time. I missed a couple, and I saw my daughter watching it, right? And I was like, because I was hearing about it, the way he smoked that
Cha. But I'm gonna get to the plot. Over here, I would talk about what is the plot, what do y'all think gonna happen in the end? Because they got one more. I'm trying to get my hair right, y'all. Trying to make sure it's all right. You know, it's a piece, so I don't want to be flying everywhere. Do I look straight? Okay. I have to have a sense of humor, y'all. I have to have some type of sense of humor. That's why I do the things I do. I try to keep my spirits up. You know, I'm a little sore, y'all. They got me walking this week. I said I'm gonna decide to get out the house this week since my feet were feeling pretty good. You know, I'm loosening up, girl. I'm gonna get like you one day, Lion Pride. I'm gonna get like you one day. So in the chat, thank you for the flowers. So in the chat, if y'all have seen it, who is y'all favorite character? Do y'all have any favorite characters? I'm gonna put on the stream. Do y'all have any favorite characters? Do y'all despise some of the characters? Let me know who y'all favorite characters is. And I like all of them, but some of them some devils on there. You hear me? I know, but I'm telling you, my girl will play it on All My Children. Olivia. Woo! She is something else. And y'all, One Craft Sister is one of my new moderators. Let's welcome One Craft Sister to the Georgia Trooper team. She joined my channel last week. You know, I ain't been giving away no moderators, but if I see that you seem to be kind of I see that you are kind of a good person and got a positive attitude about yourself, and your channel is, I like your channel. I give my moderator. I used to have moderators. I used to give them all. I gotta give yours back too, Child. See, I had to take some, give some out, but One Craft, she seemed to be pretty good. Y'all make sure y'all connect with her. Oh, you got to renew? Oh, you talking about the membership. I'm talking about I'm waking her to the moderating team. Okay, whenever you get ready, it ain't be no problem. Because I got to renew my membership with you. And shout out to my members, of course. If anybody want to be part of the Georgia Trooper team, she's part of the moderator squad. Y'all connect with her. She been doing some of the challenges with us. We've been supporting each other along the way. She does her gardening over there. She does different things over there on her channel. She's a very positive person. Yeah, I'm talking about the mod. Welcome her to the mod team. I used to have moderators going and coming. And I had to see who was going to be sticking around with me. You know what I'm saying? But I know everybody have their own channels. And, I don't expect people to just not take care of their channel and come see what I'm doing. You can always check on me. But I do have to have some moderators over here that, stick with me throughout the live every now and then. So these flowers are for everybody. I'm going to get into the series. But yeah, I got to get my membership back with you, Lion Pride. I've been trying to get back membership with you. But you ain't been having your membership thing on your channel. Because I've been looking for it. Because I haven't been seeing you lately. Because I had asked Frank one day. I said, Frank, you been seeing Lion Pride? And Child, she's my sister from the Dream Team. So she been rocking with me for a long time. If y'all didn't know who she was. And y'all know the rest of the people. Miss Key, she been here from day one. Frank, Lion Pride, she really been here from day one too. We've been 6 bowls. All us been rocking for a while now. But we welcome her to the mod team. But you're welcome to join the membership if y'all would like to join. I got the 99 cents and things like that. Okay, you need to let me know what channel you got on, but because if I'm a member, if you're a member on my channel, I feel it's on the right that I be a member on your channel. That's, to me, that's only being fair. Okay, we finna get into this right here. Do y'all see these people on this stream? These are some of the main characters right here. We got the old Roy right here. We got the daddy. We got the lawyer. We got old Olivia. And him, Angel, Lord Jesus. I don't know what to call him. He's just a hustler. Oh, we got my girl Kimmy right here. Oh, yeah, we got Rain right there, y'all. Lord Charles, Lord Jesus, help his soul. And we got this other old thing right here, but you know what? I couldn't stand at first, but we gonna get into her. Oh, Lord, we got that old uncle, brother, Norm. Most all look mean. Have you ever seen it before? So Frank said he loved. I was asking which character do y'all love the most? Frank said he loved Mallory, Kimmy, Roy. You like Roy on Snake in the Grass? Y'all check out for them trolls right there. Who is that? Chubby homie. Who is that right there? I don't understand that English. If you come in the chat, please be respectful. I don't mind you coming in, but don't come in with all that whatever. I can't understand that. Maybe somebody in the chat, I don't know what that means. Do y'all see Chubby Face in the chat? You like horror, y'all like horrors too, but Roy, Lord Jesus, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's just a sex addict or something. Something wrong with that boy. It ain't that much sex in the world. You hear me? It ain't that much in the world. But get to the plot of these series. It's about two young ladies that oh yeah, okay. And boy is a cheating brother. That boy got he probably need to go to the clinic, Frank. That boy do more. He got so much going on. He had too much sex for me. That's just too much. But get to the plot. But get to the plot of this series. It's about two women. One about survival. It's really about surviving and going through what you go through and trying to make it. We got one, Kimmy. Y'all know Kimmy's the one married to Horace now. She was, with her mom. She was like living in a battered home, I would say. She was living in a battered home. Mom, like a mom didn't care nothing about her and her sister. She cared more about the man. She had a boyfriend that seemed like to me she was more into the boyfriend than her girls. Because if you had I'm not saying nothing wrong with having a friend or girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, whatever, but still you should pay attention to your children, especially those girls. You don't want those girls to turn out the way how these girls turned out. Kimmy wanted to get out. She wanted to find her way. She applied for a scholarship at this company, Beauty and Black. She applied for a scholarship. But she was doing good in school and everything. She wanted to go to college, but she lost the way. She lost the way. She started going to a strip club, working at a strip club. I'm sure just trying to make ends meet or try to make a little money or whatever. But she got caught up. Sometimes you could be in the wrong places at the wrong time. You could be a good person, but you can be caught up. And that's why I always tell my grandkids, never be a follower. Use your own mind your own common sense. But she just wanted to make it. She wanted to make it, y'all. So Kimmy, she had a friend named Rain. Some kind of way they met through homeless shelters and things like that. You're a fan of Olivia, but the man art, she's straight to the point with the side of mess. Ooh, cha 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 cha. That woman, to me, she deserves an award. Olivia, I think she deserves an award. But the plot of the story is like they trying to survive. You know, they was forced into having sex with men, and in other words, they were being, if like you can go back and watch the movie now. They was really involved in sex trafficking. They was sex trafficking those people at that club. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know what the dude named Jules and Norman? They was running a sex traffic. You know, when you first watch something, you don't really know what's going on until you really deep down and go look at the picture. Sometimes you may have to go look at it more than one time to get to see what was happening. Because in the beginning, I didn't know what was going on until I kept on watching it. Yeah, but he was a police officer, though. That's why I said sometimes those police officers, they just as bad as everybody else. And they'll be the main ones that do dirty stuff like that. Police officer. I ain't talking about police officer, but you're supposed to be, you had to go in and say you was a officer of the law, supposed to be helping the people, right? How you gonna be running a sex ring? So those girls, to me, they got caught up. So anybody in the chat, do y'all agree with me or not? They got caught up, right? Yeah. So if you seen the movie, you see those girls. Kimmy, I don't think she really wanted to be in that club, but she was just trying to what? Survive. To me, this series about surviving, trying to make it, trying to get to the top. But you going through so much. You got to go through the bad to get to the good. You know what I'm saying? And some of the stuff that they went through, they probably could have went a better way about doing it, but she wanted that scholarship. She wanted to survive. So do y'all think this series about surviving? How many of y'all agree? What do y'all think this series is mostly about? Surviving, trying to have something, want to be on top, want to make a name for herself, but she went about it the wrong way. She got tangled up with the wrong people. And then her best friend, she ain't no better. She done went and got a B, what they call it? A BBL, what they call it? Y'all correct me now. But anyway, they was on the wrong side. But people, y'all know Rain, honey, she messed up. Sometimes people will go through a lot of links to try to get on top, but you don't have to go through all that. This is entertainment, but I know people do get manipulated and they make decisions and because they want to have something. So moving along, the two girls, they strippers, they messing around with everybody. And Kimmy didn't realize that the man she was being trafficked to was named Roy. That's Roy, right? Y'all remember the guy named Roy, she was, might as well say, his client. Because he would always want Kimmy to come to his room. But she didn't want to. You could tell on her face, she didn't want to do it, but they was forcing them to sleep with men. They was forcing them to do that for money. Yeah, his name Roy. But she found out the man was part of the scholarship, the company that she was trying to get into. And to me, she got in over too deep with it. You know, she didn't want to be with that man. He was married, and the man got a problem. Roy do have a problem, y'all. I don't know if he trying to prove before he can have sex or because the woman, his wife already said he can't do nothing. So is that the reason why he keep trying to do something every time you look around? That's all he do. That's all he do. Now, first season, that man stayed humping on somebody. You hear me? In law, this past season, that's all he did. I think the man got a sex problem. I think he's a sex addict. I think Roy is definitely a sex addict. I said ain't that much sex in the world. God damn it. I'm like, why did that woman marry him? I know the man asked her in season 2, did you ever love Roy? She said she wanted to survive. That's why I asked myself, what kind of marriages they got going on? But getting on down to we're gonna get on down with it now. Like I said, Kimmy, you know, she found out who Roy was and this and that. So she know about the Mallory, and Mallory know about her and everything, and went from one thing to another. So getting on down to the nitty gritty of this last series, you know, it's 3 parts. It's season 1, season 2. So season 1, you know, they was out there. They got out there. Mallory want his money. So in season 2, you know, they was getting away from the club, and they met up with Horace. Hey, Joshua, how you doing? Good for you. Check out everybody that's been doing the Move Your Body challenge. We're doing the Move Your Body challenge this week. Shout out to One Crafty Sister. Shout out to Key in the House, myself, Frank G Life. We all doing so. We moving our bodies this week. Whether you're walking, whether you're doing any type of exercise, we are moving. So shout out to you guys, and shout out to Joshua for doing his thing. Everybody that is doing something for them, shout out to everyone. But you know, I went through season 1 just telling you what the plot was. She was trying to survive, and her main thing was just getting away from her mama. She wanted to have a better life. Kimmy wanted to have a better life. She ended up going to the strip club, stripping, but found out that they was being in a sex ring. They were being sex trafficked. So her best friend, she was so clueless, Lord have mercy, Rain. She felt like she needed her BBL. She done let somebody botch her BBL, y'all. That's why I say, these people going around here, Lord, I just use what I got. I know I'm big. I just try to work it down. I ain't gonna let nobody be cutting nothing off of me. You what God gave you. Stop trying to put all them false booties and all that stuff on. Especially when somebody don't know what they doing. She got a botched job, did y'all. She got a botched BBL. And then they took her to a house. She was not in a medical facility. She was at somebody's house, and no telling what they were mixing up. I'm surprised she got a butt now. I'm surprised she walking around with one, cause she don't know what that one was mixing up. But anyway, making a story short, y'all be careful getting them BBLs out here, okay? You don't know what people putting in that stuff. You don't know what they putting up in your body. Shoo, you what you got? That's what I do. I try to work with it, try to work it down. Or do some, what you call them, Lion Pride? Do some lifts. Do some lifts and try to lift it up. They was at Kim and House. They wasn't even no medical, they wasn't even in a medical facility. Probably use some nasty old tools and everything. One sanitizer. I'm like, no way in the world. You'll be sticking anything in me. But anyway, she was in the hospital for a while, whatever. This rain right here, she was so stuck on getting a BBL. Well, I ain't see nothing wrong with her. But it don't be nothing wrong with people. They just want to be part of the trending thing. They know BBLs are trending. Breast reduction are trending. Hair bigger boobs are trending. Lord, no. Mine done got flat because I got 2 children. And I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about no BBL. I ain't worried about no breast. I just thank God for life. You hear me? If I want to push them bras, them things up, get you a good bra. I ain't got time to be for nobody. I get cut on enough. I get treatment enough from these doctors. I ain't gonna be letting these folks poke nothing in me. No. But anyway, honey, she done been in the hospital for I don't know how. Frank, I gotta keep it entertainment. But anyway, the girl stayed in the hospital. She couldn't even lay on her backside, y'all. She couldn't lay on her backside because they had to mess her up. They messed that back part up. So the man Horace, and Lord have mercy. I love Horace. He one of the ones I love, but Horace is all mixed up. He don't know where he want to be. He don't know what he want to do. I don't know what to say about Horace, but he's a handsome man. I like him though, but he seems like he confused. He seemed like he confused or something. He don't know if he want a man or a woman, or he just like the feeling or what. I just don't know what to say about Horace, but Horace a good looking older man though, but he's just confused. That's it. I call him confused. But anyway, he been going to the strip club. He done find him a little boy toy. Lord have mercy. He found him a little boy toy named Angel. And Lord, the little boy, Jesus. Horace spoiled the boy for one thing. You can't get these people nothing they ain't never had, nothing and think you gonna get these folk money and think they ain't gonna spend it. What you thought the boy was gonna do? Just hold on to the credit card? Frank. Did he actually think this boy on the street, probably been on the street, ain't had nothing, and you gonna get this boy all this money on a card? What do you think he was gonna do? You think he was just gonna hold the card in his hand? Wasn't gonna spend it. Hey, Sass, how you doing? I'm here trying to get my review on this Beauty and Black child. You doing okay? I know you said you was out of town. And if you able to do the challenges, do them. If you're not, we understand, sweetie. Moms come first. You hear me? Cause I sure miss my mama. Good to see you though. Go. Angel is Horace's boy toy. And see what I don't like about Horace, the backstory, Angel's girlfriend he do have a girlfriend. And he have a child, but he ain't taking care of. He out there spending that man money, ain't thought about his child. He out there just making it rain, y'all. All at the club, shaking his little butt. But Horace like that though. Mm-hmm. Hard like that boy shaking his butt. But the part that I don't like about Horace, you don't like your son Charles because Charles assuming to be gay. But you letting a young man entertain you. So what do they look? I'm gonna ask the question. If you're not gay, but you like men, what do they call it? You like men dancing and prancing around you. What do they call that person? Is that bisexual or what do they call them kind of people? Because I want to know. Ain't about the nothing. Now the dad ain't gay now. I don't think he is. He ain't gay, but he don't like his son because his son is gay. But he like the entertainment from a man. What you say? called her. Girl, they called them confused. Oh, honey. They called them all over the place. I'm serious. I'm like, how you gonna treat your child? Because you know your child is like that. But you entertain it though. So that he ain't considered being gay. Yeah, I need to know. They called them. they called them. They take whatever is in front of them. I guess. See, Hard got money. He know Angel is weak and broke. So he gonna keep flashing that money to Angel. He gonna keep flashing that money to Angel. Boy, I tell you, Angel out there just making it rain, y'all. He think that his house. He really do think, but him and the man ain't been together. Him and Hard haven't been together sexually, but he got some he got some type of feeling about this boy now. But why you gonna not accept your child if you feeling the same way about a man? You might well gonna accept your child. And you know what? I was reading that Angel might be his son, but ain't that sickening? Why you want to look at your son in that way? That's what it is. Angel, he feel like he did. he feel like he the woman of the house. Cause he said, I don't want these people in my house. Kimmy told him, you ain't even been here that long. But he want to say that his house. But that man, I don't know what Hard got over Angel, but Hard had Angel running back to their house. You hear me? He said, I forgot how many minutes he pulled. You got how many minutes to get to the house, Frank? He had so many minutes to get to the house. This fool made sure he would dare to answer that man call. I mean, he had him running. That girl, though she was rain, though she was laughing at him. See, money have people running through the money have people just acting a fool. You hear me? Money, y'all. That his man, he that man toy. But do y'all see what I'm saying though? He won't accept his son. Hers won't accept Charles because Charles is gay. He won't accept Charles because Charles is gay. But you entertaining a stripper dancer, looking at his body parts and stuff while he up there dancing. So don't that mean you gay too? Come on, somebody. Live Pride said it mean whatever. It do, but he shouldn't judge his son if he having gay tendencies himself. That's probably why they don't get along, because he's just like him. Angel was up there with his little drawers on, girl. Angel was up there with his little drawers on, just dancing and prancing and getting that money from Horace. But they didn't touch each other. He just danced for him. But the man was getting a thrill off of it. He got so much of a thrill off of it, he done brought this man in his house, letting this man stay in his house, then gave him a credit card. And the boy just blowed the money. After Horace found out that Angel was blowing his money, he gonna tell the man, cut the credit card off. So you think Horace is gay too? That's what I'm saying, but he don't like his son. See, when they find out about him, they might find out in the next season. So Horace done cut off Angel credit card. Angel about to have a fit, y'all. Oh, he begging the man. I do whatever you want me to do. I do whatever you want me to do. I learned he didn't learn his lesson, y'all. I don't know if the man gave me credit card back or not. But honey, hers, I do like hers. I like Angel too, but Angel just a little hustler. Angel just trying to get a hustle, just like trying to get to the top. Hers, he's the big man of the day, but he has some flaws too. So I want to talk about Jesus. I want to get to this lawyer right here, y'all. I want to get to what the lawyer name? Barney. Lord Jesus, Barney. Barney, you is funny. Barney. Lord Jesus. You got these folks on here, but they say he like gives people sexuality, what they choose to be, who they choose to be with. That's their business. I'm just talking about entertainment. But Barney, he's a good lawyer, but Barney got, ooh. I'm like, Tyler Perry, did you just actually did this? But Roy thought his wife was messing with the lawyer, right? But Barney was messing with Charles. Barney is messing with Charles. He got issues. Talking about the lawyer. He's a good lawyer, but you know, he what he is. You know, he like that in real life, Frank. He like that in real life. But honey, Barney got it going on. He got folks jumping all up on him. Woo! That little man, it was so funny. He kept telling the man, no, that ain't gonna happen. We ain't gonna get. I think I had stepped out the room or somebody got back. I saw that little man that climbed up on that big old man. I'm like, Lord Jesus, Tyler Perry, you need to stop. His little butt that climbed up on that big old man. I'm like, Jesus. If y'all ain't seen it, y'all sorry spoiling it. But Bernie got it going on. He got Charles walking around, calling him. He ignoring his call. This one thing, Bernie letting Charles know, you didn't appreciate me when you had me. I know you. Frank, I know you didn't want to see that, Frank. Yo, that little I guess he was a Hispanic Mexican. He got up on that man. Whew, Jesus. He got straddled the man, y'all. He got straddled the man. I'm like, oh my God. Did they really show this little naked man on top of this man? Woo. Let me tell y'all one thing. This show is not for children. Beauty in Black is not for children. I'm letting you know now. Do not let your children watch this. But anyway, Charles and I know you did. Tyler said, y'all go. But Barney's a handsome man though. He just big. He handsome. And you know, they say he like that in real life too. But anyway, Barney and Charles already been around, right? And you know, Charles to me seemed like Barney want to have a relationship. He want to be settled, you know. But Charles, he just like his brother Roy, all about trying to get some drugs, trying to get high and get laid. And when well, teenagers, yeah, but them under too much action on there. But Charles Charles is just like Roy in a way. He into drugs and he sleep around. But Barney, he kind of like wanna, settle down with the man, and he always was there for him. But Barney said, "Not no more." Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Barney said, "Not no more," cause he got it going on with this other dude. Charleston got mad, y'all. Charleston got mad. Charleston got himself, somebody robbed his place. And Charleston cut up some bodies, y'all. Charles cut some people up. They did the doing, what that movie was where they were cutting up bodies? He had to cut up some bodies in his house. Charles did, y'all. Of all people, you think Charles, I didn't think he would do something like that. But Charles said the men were trying to rob him. The men were trying to rob him. And guess who hired the men, y'all? Guess who hired the men who tried to rob Charles? His mama, Olivia. Olivia is something else. Y'all hear me? This woman didn't hire somebody to steal money from her own son. He cut up the body. She didn't. Lord, I love me some Olivia because I liked her from All My Children. I liked her from All My Children. She was Angie on All My Children. Yeah, I think he cut up like 2 or 3 bodies. I'm like, what? But his mama knew about it, though. His mama knew about the body. She knew about everything. Money, y'all. It's all about money. It's all about money with these people. She went and gambled all her money away. She didn't gamble all her money away, so she trying to find a way to pay the gambling people off. They didn't cut back and cut her leg off. Lord Jesus. Now you bad now. Now Olivia bad now, y'all. She a bad woman, but when that woman hit her with that sledgehammer, she couldn't do nothing but cry. I felt sorry for her right then, y'all. Yeah, she played that part. But she playing this on Beauty and Black. Now she playing that, but when that woman hit her leg, honey, I felt the pain. I'm like, not me bad, mama. No, not her crying like a baby. But anyway, she didn't gamble all her money away. And I guess she's owed some loan sharks or somebody. So they threatening Olivia about if she don't have their money, they're gonna get her other leg. They're gonna cut the leg off. But that woman hit her with what they call that thing? A ledge hammer thing. And I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, I'm just spoiling the movie for y'all. But you don't want to watch it. And I done watched it again because I'm like, what? To me, this season he just did. I mean, it already done got to be #1 already. I give the series 4 stars because of, how the different plots and different things about it. Even though it's a lot of sex scenes and there's a lot of, things in there I don't think children under 18 should watch. But, people let their children do what they want. And sometimes kids get on their phones and they find stuff anyway. But to me, the plot, the strip, it's all about surviving, trying to have something and trying to make that dollar, going through the links of going through all this stuff just to make it on top, and people really some people go through a lot of stuff. Some people get manipulated. Some people get used trying to get that dollar. But then it's going to have to be some time where you're going to be like, is it worth me going through this? But like they said, when it comes down to money, it's a whole different ball game. But Olivia, she didn't got messed up with the wrong people. Now her son, I felt sorry for Charles. Did you see that, Frank? I did feel sorry for Charles after he found out that his own mama was the one behind the robbery. His mama was behind the one getting all his money. Then she gonna say that's all he had was $40,000. I'm like, nah, ooh. She made me want to curse her. I'm like, that's that man money. Somebody did know what she said, Frank. Talking about that's all you got. You just got your some kind of pay. Lady, you just got paid too. He should have told his mama, you just got paid too. Why you ain't got no money? So that Olivia, she's something else, but she played. You know, you when you see her on All My Children and other roles, you know, she done played different roles. Like she was in the Toni Braxton movie. She been on different types of. She done had different types of roles. But this is my first time seeing her playing a B. Because that's what she said she is, y'all. She playing a B on here. And she definitely acting like. But she playing it to the T. She is not playing. But she break now. She did break. She bad, but she was bad. And she was bad to her family, but somebody else badder than her, y'all. Especially when it come down, you owing somebody some money. And then she rubbing it in the boy's face. She rubbing it in her son's face that she got him money. And that's all you had. Then, what got me, y'all? When the boy was saying, you stole from me. You came from me. You came from down here. I'm like, oh my God. She said, yeah, she was good on that too. Crafty sister, did you see what she said? When the boy was saying, you got my money, she said, you came from down here. She was putting it. I was like, oh my God. She playing that part. She let the boy know you came from me. You came from me down there. So she feel like, and I wouldn't do my children like that. I got 2 grown kids. My son 28, my daughter 36. If I want some, I ask for it or they'll just give me some, but I won't steal from them. That ain't no way to try to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? She really hurted me. He felt the boy, he felt bad. I mean, he just felt like she did him wrong, y'all. She did him wrong. Because she birthed him, that did not give her the right to steal his money. You working at the same company I'm working in at, right? Hunter's son work at the same company. And I'm sure she get more than him because she been there, she probably been at the company long. She just didn't gamble her money away. That's what she did. But he thought it was just some people after him, but his own mom. That's why I said, we don't realize sometimes, y'all, serious talking. Sometimes your own people can be the one that mess you up. People don't realize sometimes your own people. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Sometimes your own people is the ones that'll mess you up. They'll have you in debt, have you going in. They'll have you getting loans and paying out bills you didn't want to pay out. Especially when they try to manipulate you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what she did. She manipulated that boy. She felt like, she know his sexuality and everything. Because I'm not going to just say it like that. She know that he is with a man, And she know that. And she feel like he weak and probably didn't thought he didn't have no common sense to know. The boy had cameras in his house. She didn't even know her son had cameras in the house. So I'm talking about Charles and Olivia right now, y'all. He saw on camera. This is the episode that's playing now. Y'all gonna see how she used her son, got his money because she owed some loan sharks for gambling. Honey, she almost lost that leg. That woman knows she was hollering. It felt like I felt her pain when they hit her with that darn thing. And that man said, "You ain't fair." This look like somebody owe, like you owe money to. But like I said, I like all of them. Roy, I'm finna talk about Roy now. But Horace, the lawyer, I like all of them. They all got their own different personalities. But but getting to Horace, Roy, getting to Roy. Roy and Charles are brothers. Roy and Charles is Olivia's son. And let Horace say, and Horace is their dad. Horace ain't now one of them no good. Horace ain't now one of his sons no good. That's why he turned to Kimmy, because he don't see where his sons, they ain't taking nothing serious. Both of them on drugs. Both of them boys on drugs. And Roy, every time I look around, he humping on somebody. So Roy was reading what Roy, the real person, I forgot his real name. Hey, welcome in. But the guy would play Roy. He is so happy. He happy because of the way how the series went. You know, he's known now. He said he was an Uber driver before Tyler Perry got him a job. That's why I can say this. People can say what they want to say about Tyler Perry, but he do help get people jobs. He do help people that. How you doing? Welcome in. Have you seen Beauty in Black? I can say he have helped a lot of people get jobs. Just randomly people that ain't even been stars. Cause the guy that played Roy, he said he was barely making $500 a week. He was an Uber driver and he got his big break with Tyler Perry. And I think that's awesome for just ordinary people to get jobs, and then they get known, and then they make you get other opportunities. So shout out to Tyler Perry for helping people out when it come down to jobs. You know, like I said, what he do in his personal life, it ain't got nothing to do with me. He being sued. I mean, he going to court for it. It is what it is, but I'm looking at him for being the businessman, the man that he called. Tyler Perry was homeless. He was brought up homeless and he didn't have nothing. So he used what he going through to try to help others. And that's how you get your blessing, y'all. That's how you get your blessings, when you help others. So like Roy, hold on, now my son calling y'all. Y'all just talk among yourself till I answer my son real quick. I had to speak to my baby. I hadn't talked to him in about a week because he'd been out of town. And I had to hear my baby voice, y'all. That's my baby boy. He's a businessman right now. He sell a lot of wellness products. I'm gonna start by putting his link in my chat. And I had texted him, and I was trying to see had he came back home. Cause I'm a mama, and even though my son and my daughter are grown, they still my babies. I gotta still try to make sure they be okay. If I don't be heard from my children in a couple days or a day or two, they gonna call me or I'm gonna call them, or either I'm gonna be around them, cause I try to keep in touch with them, try to see what's going on. But get back to the movie. I was finna talk about Roy. Roy, like I said, Roy and Charles brothers. Olivia is Roy and Charles' mother, and hers is their dad. And they both work for all of them at the same company. But them two guys, Hard already know that they are not dependable. He don't want to leave nothing with them. That's why he turned to Kimmy, because he's saying his sons ain't worth nothing, and that's a shame. But anyway, Roy, I like him, but he got some. One thing, he need to grow up. He's so childish, and then I don't know what went on with him in his marriage, but he is so disrespectful. He's very disrespectful. One thing, it's bad enough that you cheating, but then you're gonna bring the woman to the house where your wife live and where you live. That is so disrespectful. Then you bring it in your workplace. I mean, it doesn't matter what type of relationship you have with a man or a woman. Not yet. I'm on Roy right now. Hey, First Lady, just doing a review on Beauty in Black. I done went around the circle a little bit. Now I'm on Roy, talking about Roy. Yes, happy Thankful Tuesday. Today is Testimony Tuesday also. I thank him early this morning. I was able to get up and make some steps this morning. I thank him for his grace and mercy. But yeah, I'm talking about Beauty in Black, just giving my take on it about the whole entire series. And I think it's a pretty good series. I said it's not for children. And I was just going through like different areas of it on what I saw. And it's about money, survival, trying to make it. And then it's about a whole lot of betrayal and manipulations. And Roy is a snake. Roy is, he playing that part too now, y'all. He playing that part. But I call him a very disrespectful man. It doesn't matter if him and the woman, I don't know if they sleep together or not, but that's still their home. That's still their home. He brought the woman down on their bed. I'm assuming that was their bedroom. He in there with a stripper in the house him and his wife live. What was he thinking? What was he thinking? Just being a hoe, just being disrespectful. So Mallory, his wife, like I said, she didn't went through, she didn't see him with different women. She seen, he was messing with Kimmy too, right? He was messing with Kimmy. And that's why I said this movie is all about surviving and trying to have. She takes so much from him. She done took so much from him. She done let him sleep with all these women, and he be manipulated, be treating her bad. Yeah, hey, Six Mile, you seen it. But regardless of what type of relationship him and Mallory got, he went too low. That was just too low. You bringing a stripper in your house where you and your wife, I'm assuming that's y'all bed, and the stripper, whatever her name, Felicia, she don't care. She is so ghetto. She was like, this right here, y'all, this your house. Oh, she's just like she just ain't never seen that before her life, Lord. You hear me, girl? I had to put some entertainment to it, cause honey, I want to jump through the TV at this Roy right here. I want to blow him up. She was smoking while blunt, and then she was sitting in the house. Did she want to get killed too, Frank? She pulled an Angela Bassett number, that girl. She pulled an Angela Bassett. She like, look, burn. She sitting there smoking her cigarette like, I ain't worried. But it's just the disrespect for me, y'all. It's the disrespect. No matter if you're on a if you're not having on good terms with your husband or wife, and I know she's just there for really, Mallory is there for money and just want to be, the big dog at the company. But sometimes, y'all, even though I know this entertainment, and some people feel like they can't make it without someone. Yes, you can. But once they feel like they got that kind of power over you, they're gonna do it. And see, Roy know he got him. He knows she ain't going nowhere. But I got a feeling in that next season, she gonna leave him. That's just my feeling, because they got another season coming up, and that's the final season. And I heard it was 6 episodes. So they're gonna have to put all this stuff in 6 episodes. But I think she gonna leave him. I think him in my opinion, Roy gonna end up being in a rehab, because that's where he headed. Ain't that much sex and, well, people do. Drugs got him. There's nowhere in the world. I know people do what they want to do. This woman out there in the trunk of the car with the man, y'all. That's just how low he feel of her. He out there messing with her in the trunk of the car. And he didn't want her to ride in the front seat. He was Jesus! He was gonna ride this woman in his trunk, y'all. She's like, I can't get in the front. He's like, oh, come on. That's just how low he thought of her. Even though this entertainment, but the thing about it, y'all, it don't take that much. It ain't that much sex in the world to have somebody to have you in the trunk of their car like that. He just like a little rabbit, like he just can't sit his butt down. I said, ain't nowhere in the world that man want that much sex. Is it possible like that, Frank? Frank, I know you the only man here. Do you think that man was just that horny, Frank? Oh, Jesus. I mean, I'm surprised that man ain't got some. Right. I see why. I don't believe his wife would never ever want to sleep with her. But that man had been with too many women. He done been with too many women. And he was saying, I don't even know your name. He's about, he don't even know the lady's name. He out there just, I'm like, oh my Jesus. I'm like, that run don't play. Then he feel like he thought he had the upper hand on, he thought he was getting the upper hand on Kimmy, right? But he looked so bad after he found out that Kimmy and Mallory, they didn't start partnering up. But I still don't trust Mallory. I still don't trust her. And then I liked the part where she, the car went through the bedroom. I liked that part because that woman had then got her last straw, y'all. Yeah, I know. Didn't even know their name. Putting drugs all on their bodies and stuff. Ain't no telling what them women be. But anyway, she did. She was finna blow them up. If them folks hadn't came by, if Rain and that what that man name, the driver hadn't came by, they were finna be getting smoked. And then she's sitting up in there letting the fire burn. I'm like, was she gonna get out, or was she gonna die too? That was that girl talking about, you both want to die too. She's still sitting up in there while the house on fire, y'all. I'm like, oh my goodness. But and then after all of that happened, The fool brought the woman to the office. Roy brought the same hoochie mama to the office. All in the office, having sex, disrespecting the wife again. Yeah, disrespecting the wife again. Everybody can see him in throwing money all on the woman. She all in on top of her head. I'm like, girl, sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere, girl. Stop spreading all that nastiness. But anyway, he's in there just throwing money. Just throwing money around, y'all. He thought they was at the strip club at the office. She doing all them old flips and tricks, and he just acting like a damn. I had to keep myself. Right. I had to keep myself. He acting like a diva. Acting like he ain't used to that. She acting like she ain't used to nothing. That woman got, what, it was some coffee? She throw the hot water on there. Was it some coffee or hot water? But anyway, that stuff like it was hot. Boy, she had on that leather suit. That probably would save her, but she was crying, boy. She was hollering then. All of them jumped on her. Mallory, Kimmy, and Rain jumped on Roy. He needed that. If I could have got to that stream, I probably would have kicked him too with my good leg. He deserved it. He deserved it. You hear me? He deserved to get the beat down. He gonna get some more. I think that just, even though it's coming up to the last season, but I think he gonna end up with nothing. Cause they already said they taking his shares and he gotta go get rehab. That boy ain't gonna try to get no rehab. Cause he hooked on it. He just gotta have it. So I'm gonna talk about Rain. Like I said, I did talk about Rain. She just Kimmy's best friend and she involved because of Kimmy, but it ain't too much to say about her. She just, to me, now she want to get back into the club. She want to own the club again, and saying she want to make it a better place and stuff like that. So maybe she will, maybe she won't. And of course, Kimmy, to me, she playing her part, and I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe on the next series she gonna end up her goal. She gonna end up accomplishing what she set out to do. She wanted to go to school to be at the cosmetologist or whatever, go to school. Okay, Winecraft. Y'all make sure y'all check out Winecraft's sister. She was walking. She's doing her walking also. Thank you for coming in behind. This right here. What Beauty and Blight. It's funny, and then it'll make you mad. But it was a good series. But Kimmy, like I said, I think she's gonna end up okay. She doesn't know too much about the business, but her's gonna teach her. He gonna teach her. And I don't know. Now her and Mallory, I don't know. It's still, to me, I don't know if I would want to trust her. Even though it seemed like she was put in a situation like she just got married for money. Seemed like that's what Mallory did. Got married for money. And because I heard her when she said that she was the one, if it weren't for her, the company would be lost and they wouldn't have some of the things they have. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't even see Jules on him. Jules ain't on the picture. I wonder where he at. But anyway, y'all know Jules supposed to be like he was supposed to be like a undercover cop or something, right? I don't know what happened to Jules picture. But he supposed to be like an undercover cop. But he's one of the ones with Norman. Norman is the uncle. He up there. I don't know where he might be on that other thing. But Jules supposed to be like, when he first came on, I'm thinking he was a good cop. But then when I got to watching it, I was like, Jules is dirty. He had a double, yeah, because didn't nobody know nothing about his son. You know, his son got killed. He didn't even know nothing about his own son. He didn't know his son was having seizures. He didn't know nothing about him. Nothing at all. I don't know why Jules is not on the picture. He's not on that picture. But Jules supposed to be like a cop, but he was dirty. He is straight dirty. He's the one that behind all the drugs and the sex trafficking and all that stuff. He's the leader. Him and Norma, they did that stuff together. And Norma, he so, Lord have mercy. I thought Jewel was going to give him a heart attack. He knocked him down. He barely touched him. He barely touched Norma. He almost had a heart attack. But when they got ready to go off, them FBI's were waiting on him. Were they, Frank? They were waiting on him. So I don't know when the third season coming on, but Jules is something else. He is something else. He supposed to be like, read right here. He was with security. He supposed to be helping with the, make sure the family stays safe. But he did a whole lot of dirty stuff. And then did you see when he went in and shot the hey Louis, how you doing? Did you see when he went in and shot his baby mama and all the folks in there? I'm like, why he do that? He went at I ain't like what that mama was saying now. Thank you, Louis. How you been doing? I'm just doing a review on this movie, this drama series, Beauty in Black. Okay, I had some lemon and honey tea. That's what I'm drinking now. But I didn't understand why he went and shot all those people up in the house. Now I understand. I understand he wanted to hurt the mama because the stuff she said, talking about rest in peace, little nigga. I'm like, she's saying that about her own little boy. Well, he's a big boy. Yeah, I'm doing okay too. I've been doing some walking and exercising and stuff like that. Trying to maintain, Louis. All of them were nervous. Talking about when they was in that room. But he went back and shot up all of them. So I think I missed the part. I think I missed that part. Okay. The little boy, his son, and Kimmy's sister were messing around, right? Hey, Miss April, how you doing? No, she didn't care about her son. Just doing a review on this Beauty in Black. So Kimmy's sister and Jules' son were messing around. I think I missed that episode, some of that episode. So the girl, Rain, thought that he was raping the girl, right? And that's how he ended up falling out the window or falling off the building. But the lady said he has seizures. But he wasn't raping the girl. That girl was willing and they was together. How you been doing, Miss April? You been doing the walking challenge? My live had got messed up yesterday and I ended up taking it down. Did you do the live, the walking challenge? I got to see it. I know you had said you was going to do it. You been doing all right? But it's Beauty in Black, some else, y'all. But Jules and Norman, to me, they both the devils. Jules and Norma both the devil. Jules' son mother raised that boy without his help. The boy had asthma. Okay. I know I saw what she was saying that he never been in other words, he never was in that boy's life. He was in that boy's life. Like Frank said, he was living a double life. He was like supposed to be security for hers now, but he was end up having a sex traffic going. He had sex traffic going on. Kimmy's sister was wrong to go to that hospital. Oh yes, she was so hard headed. I want to snatch her. I want to snatch her out that TV when she told her sister that. Your sister just about got killed herself trying to save her little tail. Because she done left home too. And then she gonna be all grown out the mouth speaking to her sister like that. I would have popped her. Talking about she was gonna go. And she went. I thought the girl was up there in the bed, y'all. But I wasn't thinking the girl just had it staged up like that. Jewel didn't do nothing for that son. Waited till he was 18. Right, yeah. And then I'm like, he gonna go down to the house. You been walking, you been video. I gotta go look at it. I ain't been getting no notification. I know you had said you was gonna do it. I'm gonna go check it out, Miss April. You been videotaping it? I don't be getting notifications. But no, he didn't do nothing fun. All of them. I think all of them going to jail. and like I said, I don't trust Mallory. Maybe she'll do right with Kimmy now, but I'm still side-eyeing her, y'all. Oh, okay. What do you think Kimmy and Mallory, Kimmy and Mallory, do y'all think they gonna click off all right? Y'all think they gonna be all right? I don't trust Mallory. I really don't. Because of the fact that was Roy, she is Roy's wife. And like Kimmy said, she was forced to be with Roy. She was forced to be with him. But I still don't trust Mallory because she's a rattlesnake too. She don't play either. But I think they are just getting together just to try to get the company back on track. But and I don't think I would want to be friends with somebody that done been with my husband. Not like that. I know this television, but I'm just saying. I don't think I would want to even be caught being in no friendship with nobody like that. But like I said, they all trying to survive. They all trying to survive. They're trying to get to the top. One trying to outdo the other one. Mara don't give and Ray, I don't trust her, but she has her issues. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know, they probably just coming to turn, trying to get the company back in good standards, but I don't trust, because she said she's trying to survive. And however she do it, she gonna do it. Like I said, I like mostly all the characters, but sometimes I can't stand Roy. Sometimes I can't stand Mallory. And at first, Hard was kind of, I don't know. I think Hard's just confused. He's not sure what he want to be. He's not sure about his sexuality. But he all right though. But I pretty much like all of them. But Charles, I like him too. He's just a little soft. He let his mama just got all his money. But one thing Charles did do, Charles cut a body up now. Charles not acting like Charles Manson in there. I was like, oh my goodness. He didn't cut up all them folk bodies. Marilyn had a messed up childhood. Yeah, I know she was talking about, like I said, they both of those ladies, Kimmy and Mallory, they both went through something as a child, and they both trying to just want a way out. They want a way out, but they doing it like Mallory. She don't care who she step on. She don't care who told she step on. She don't care how she get it. She just want to be at the top. You know what I'm saying? They getting sued for hair products and everything. And Kimmy, she seemed like she was a pretty decent girl, but she just got on the wrong side. She just ended up on the wrong side of the street. You know, she got in that club and got hooked up with Rain, and you know, Rain just with that messed up BBL. You know, it's all about money. If y'all look at it, this is all about money, power, betrayal, manipulation, all that. It's all about that. And it's supposed to be a family, but these folks don't like each other. These brothers don't like each other. Man bringing women to his brother house, knowing that brother don't want no women's at the house. Cause Roy don't care. He will strew a rabbit if he can strew him. I don't like Rain that much. You don't like her that much? I mean, she just, I don't know. She clueless. And Angel is messed up. He's not used to anybody giving. I said that, Miss April. Angel just a hustler. He's a hustler. He ain't never really just had nothing either. He out there just spending in man money. I don't know if he the boy toy, the boyfriend, or what. I don't know what they call him. He Hard had him running that night. Hard told me, you better be there by that phone. You better be there to answer that phone. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. Hard and spoke. Hard said, you better be there to answer that phone. If he wasn't running trying to get to that house, I'm like, they ain't never been together sexually, but I don't know. Hard got him running, y'all. Angel want that money. Angel said he was begging. He was like, okay, I'm gonna do better. He like, they kept telling him, you doing too much. They kept telling him, you doing too much. So I'm gonna ask y'all a question. What do y'all think gonna happen in season 3? You know, they said that's the end of the series. They said Netflix just signed up for 3. They said Netflix gonna sign up for 6 episodes. I think he ought to see it. He moved that to he ain't coming to no local channel cause it's too ratchet. It's too ratchet for ABC and CBS. He need to see he move it to another station or something. Netflix, they just gonna do 6 more episodes. They said that, you know, the critics are not they're not accepting it. You know, he's not getting good views from the critic, but he's getting support from people watching it and stuff like that. I think Tubi might pick up his show. You think so? But what do you think, Frank? Anybody in the chat that have watched the whole series, I mean, from 1, 2, up until now, what do y'all think might happen in season 3? I'm going to put it up down the chat. What do y'all think might happen to these people up here? Jules is not up here. I don't know where he at. But he probably somewhere killing somebody. But what do y'all think, in y'all opinion, what do y'all think might happen in season 3? What you think, Frank? I don't know who else in the chat. Put in the chat what you think gonna happen in season 3. You think they all going to jail? So you think they gonna all go to jail? So who do you think Kimmy and Mallory gonna be able to work together? Honestly, I don't think so. They are different, but they both want to have power. They both want to. I think Kimmy just want just a name for herself to be able to do some of the things that she want. But Mallory, she want to be the big dog. You hear me? She wanted to go through her. She want to be the boss. She wants to be the boss. I think Kimmy just pretty much wanted to get out the situation she was living in and have a better living situation. But I don't know if they're gonna be able to work together or not. Cause them two, ooh, I think that I think they gonna go to jail. I do think you think Mallory gonna turn on Kimmy, yeah. I think that Roy gonna lose everything. Roy's not gonna be at the company because he can't pass a drug test for one thing. They already told him that if he don't get himself together, they got his shares already. And I think Charles is not gonna be at the company because he up under investigation. Little mama over here, Olivia. She gonna wiggle her way out of whatever she got in. She gonna get out of it some kind of way. They gonna figure out a way. They probably gonna go to jail. We probably gonna see them in there, but they gonna figure out some way to get out. So I think it probably gonna be Kimmy and Mallory at the company and Horace. I think them three gonna be there. That's what I think. Charles, he gotta get himself, he up on investigation. Norman, he looking like a devil by now. Look, him and Jules, they need to be in jail. They don't need to get out. Jules and Norman, they don't need to get out of jail. Now I can say Olivia, she funny. She's something else now, but I think she gonna wiggle her way out. And I think Mallory and Kimmy, they might just get along for the company. But I don't think they're gonna have no type of friendship, because this woman looking at you with my husband, even though it was forced or whatever, you were still with that woman husband. So I couldn't get past that. Now me myself, I could get past that. So, but I'm thinking that that's what's gonna happen. The lawyer's still gonna be around, like they said. Kimmy, Horace, and who else? They turned state evident. That means they told on Jules and Norman and Olivia in order for them to stay out of jail. So it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen in season 3. But they said it's just gonna be only 6 episodes. So they gotta try to put all that in 6 episodes and end it, because they're not picking it back up. So they just said it just ended its 3rd season on Netflix. The decision is largely seen as a deliberate move by Netflix and creator Tyler Perry to wrap up the storyline after 3 seasons. It is planned to be a final chapter to bring an epic conclusion to the show's main storyline. So they came to turn just do 3 seasons. But they said it's going to be epic. I'm just reading here. They said the final season status, Netflix renewed the show for a 3rd and final season, which will conclude the story of Kimmy and the Bellary family. Notes this article from people.com. This is not a cancellation. Despite its popularity, the show conclusion seems to be planned in it rather than a cancellation due to low ratings. So it ain't got nothing to do with cancellation. It's not being canceled. They just only signed for 3. They was only signed up for 3 seasons. So it ain't got nothing to do. Because they saying the show is popular. It's popular. Netflix just, I see some of the stuff be on Netflix. I'm like, I mean, some of those shows be on a long time. So it was really up to Netflix and Tyler Perry. They came to agreement for 3 seasons. Everybody was looking at themselves at the end when everybody, yeah. That Norman think he's slick, Frank. Norman think he's slick. Norman think he like, yeah. He think he done won. He feel like, no. Like they always said, like they said in the thing, it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. But yeah, they were saying the show is not being canceled, but they just only was agreed for 3 seasons. They said the show is structured in multiple parts, and the 3rd season will end. It runs on Netflix. Fan speculation. Some viewers on Facebook suggest the move might be due to contract limits, and seen in this post on Facebook. Let me see what it said. They said this was on Facebook when somebody had shared. I get this on Tyler Perry page, or maybe it's a fan page. They said disappointment over ending of Beauty in Black show. I'm truly disappointed that they're ending one of the best shows Tyler Perry has created in a long time. He did his thing with this right here now. He really did. He really did. I mean, like I said, it's more for adult. It's for adult audience. I won't be surprised too to pick up this show. Cause they said it ain't got nothing to do with the popularity, because people were watching it. It's it's all about contracts and what Netflix want to do. They said Tyler Perry has so many shows, and Beauty in Black and have nots level potential. I love the haves and the have not. I didn't want them to take that out, but they took that off. There was no real effort to extend this show when there was so many directions it could go. This was a series that deserved at least 5 seasons at minimum. Yeah. They could have easily done an entire season focus on backstory showing Horace and Olivia while they were still married, how Mallory was brought into the family. They just saying they could have been ways they could have kept it going, because like you said, I would have loved to see, how did Roy and Mallory meet? How did they get together? What did they feel for each other? How did they, I would have loved to see how Horace and Olivia was when that's what they said. It could have been where they could have went back in time showing those things. His shows are moved to Paramount Plus in June. Okay, what channel is that? That's a channel? I don't know if I got that. But they were just saying they could have easily went back in time. You know how they do some of those shows where they show from how to begin it. Because I've been watching this series on Netflix called what is it? I've been watching. I'm on the 3rd season of it now. I think of it in a minute, but it's a series and it's been on for about 3 seasons. I think of it in a minute, but I've been watching that. There's a lot of sex and different stuff in it too. So they said they were still married. How Mallory was brought. They could have showed how Mallory was brought into the family. A true deep dive into their dynamic. We could have seen Norma and his wife together. They didn't never show his wife. CBS Georgia Girl, the app is called. Oh, okay. Yeah, because they didn't never show Charles' wife, did they? Not Charles' wife, but Norma wife. They just showed her body. They didn't show the Lady Faye. They said we could have seen Norma and his wife together and how Jules and Norma got involved in the shady dealings. There was so much story left to tell. Yeah, they just said it could have been ways they could have kept the show going, showing these different parts that we never seen. In such a dynamic layer show after only 3 seasons feel like a lack of creativity, especially when the shows like The Oval and The House of Pain have long overstayed their welcome. So those shows, House of Pain, still come on. I know I be seeing little clips about it. The Oval, is it still on? Those are some of his shows. Beauty and the Blight had the potential to last for several seasons to those asking, what more could they do? A lot. My guess is it's going to end disappointingly, just like the Have and the Have Not did. I can already hear some saying, wait until season 3 first, but a longtime Tyler Perry fan, and that's exactly why this hurt. I love TP. I just hate when he creates something this good, grab our attention, and then end prematurely. This show deserved longevity from a loyal fan. That came from a loyal fan. They saying, they don't understand why they can't continue to, because it's ways that he can create from these shows, even though he's saying they're gonna end on a cliffhanger or whatever. I'm thinking, like you said, Frank, they might pick it up somewhere else. Like the Have and the Have Not. I love the Have and the Have Not. And I didn't like that they ended that show, but they did. Yeah. Because they said, like some of his shows, The House of Pain and The Oval. And he got some shows. I know the shows he had on BET. They got bought out. He got bought out over there, and them the one going to Paramount. But he's a very talented man. And like I said, I salute him for the work he does. He be getting local people like just off the street, to get some of these jobs. The man said he was glad when Tyler Perry called him. He was an Uber driver too. Shoot, that's amazing. And see, once they be on these channels, they get an opportunity to be on other shows. Cause I saw where the one that played on I saw what Kimmy was on what that talk show host. The one show they've been in council now. Not the Jennifer Hudson show, the other show. She was on that show, Sherry Shepherd show. BT Plus is shutting down in June, going to Paramount Plus. Yeah, I read that. But Kimmy, the girl would play Kimmy, was on Sherry Shepherd. Her show got canceled. And they wonder how she got canceled and Jennifer Hudson didn't get canceled. But it's all to deal with the ratings and stuff. But that's not why they canceling this show, because they got ratings. This show is number one. It was number one, and all his series was number one. So they say it ain't got nothing to do with ratings. It's about the timing, and they only signed up for 3 years, 3 seasons. So but she was on Sherry Shepherd show. Kimmy was on Sherry Shepherd show. She finna start being on this other show now. Some show called Reasonable Doubt. I think they play on Honolulu. I think that's the name of that show. Yeah. She ain't got married. Yep. She was talking about it on the Sherry Shepherd show, but like I said, it was a pretty good show. It was to me worth watching. Just some of his goodest work he have done. Like I said, I liked his movie. The last movie he did pretty good. And, even though he probably gone through some personal things, with whatever, but he still was able to do things to bring something to his fans and audience. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it was worth watching. So they're not saying when the last, that what she going to. They ain't saying when the last, they ain't saying when season 3 gonna come on. but they know they signed up for it. And they said that was 6 episodes. So they're going to have to do a lot in 6 episodes. You know, it's good that, you know, like Roy, I forgot his real name, but like for some of the ones that never act before, this is just like gave them some experience and they get a chance to work on other shows, you know, especially the ones that ain't really just been in entertainment. Yep. So I do want to thank everybody who was coming through. I appreciate my members. First Lady, thank you for coming through. Lion Pride, Miss Key. Thank y'all ladies for coming through. Frank, you know I appreciate you. And One Crafty Sister, thank you for coming through. Joshua, thank you. Kenneth, thank you for coming through. Miss April, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through also. I think that's just about it. And Six Bowls, thank you for coming through. But maybe it'll come on before the year out. Maybe. I don't know. It all depends on when they start like filming. You know, like some of these actors up here, you know, when they being did a movie or series for more than 1 year, it just seems like that's just something they be tuned in and do every day. I mean, it's their job. And then when they end up taking the show off, I mean, it's a big difference. It changes things. Some people might get another job in acting and some don't. You see how some of these child stars be talking, some of them never get back on TV. You know how we growed up with child stars and young stars. Some of them stars that we seen when we was coming up, we don't see them on TV now because they have did their time. And sometimes they were saying like it's hard for young stars to transfer over to adult roles. But then there are some that have did real good. Like I look at Raven Simone. You know, she played on the Cosby Show. She played on different little sitcom, and she was able to, you know, continue some work in when she became adult. I was watching Todd Bridges, and he was just saying how it was kind of hard for him to be able to transfer to adult roles and stuff like that. You know, he played on what name of that picture? No, he was a young, started out real young, Todd Bridges, and you know a lot of them not able to switch over after they had been played child stars for so long. Like the boy we played in Chris Rock. I see him be on another show now. But I still think about him when he be on the Chris Rock show. You know how some people been playing children for so long and then they try to play adult roles. It don't even seem right. But you know, they have to move on, you know. Things change. Cause I loved the Cosby Show. I hated that when they ended. I grew up watching the Cosby Show. I was watching the Cosby Show, Different World. I watched it all those every day. I used to sit there and watch it before I go to school or night before I go to school. You said Marilyn was on For Better, for Worse too. Oh, she was. Some of these stars I never seen. Now the guy, the lawyer now, I seen him on some of Tyler Perry movies. He played on Tyler Perry other movies, and he used to be in some of those plays. Now, for as those other stars, now Horace, I never seen him on anything. He said he was in a video for Whitney Houston. Charles, I never seen him on any other shows. You know, Olivia, she played on the soap operas. Roy, I never seen him on anything. And Jules, he played on another show too. I done seen Jules on a lot of shows. And the man, Normal, he done played a lot of shows too. But some of these stars, like Roy and Charles. I don't even know if they ever been on anything else. And then Kimmy, the girl, not Kimmy, but Rain. She was in Tyler Perry movie not too long ago. Yeah, he do. So when this show end, maybe some of them will pick up on another show, you know. Yep. But I enjoyed. I'm looking forward to when the other series come out. Like I said, it was fun and it was entertainment. It was entertaining. You know, I want to get through the stream a couple times, but yeah, I want to get to the stream a couple times, but especially at Roy, he just was too much for me. Roy just too much. But overall, like I said, I give him 4 stars. I give him 4 stars because of the I like how it came out, turning out. At the end, I didn't think that, like I said, I didn't know all that was happening. They finna go to jail. Somebody finna go to jail. Somebody finna go to jail. See, her were being smart. He knew not to let his boys run nothing. He know those boys was not capable of running that company. He ain't even know Kimmy. She's just like a total stranger to him, you know. He just met her at a club, and he didn't trust his sons enough, to want them to run the company. He turned to a total stranger. So yeah, he probably gonna. I think I seen where he's gonna be on some show. All of them probably got some projects lined up, and it's good that they are able to go to something else. But I don't know. But Netflix, that's what they agree to. But Netflix got a lot of shows on there. They show a lot of shows too. Netflix got all kind of reality shows, some of them old shows and stuff like that. But I just want to talk about that. My take on the Beauty in Black. Overall, like I said, I think it's a pretty good movie. I don't think it's appropriate for anybody under 18. I don't think so. But, that's my opinion. And like I said, it started out with 2 women wanted to survive. 2 women wanted to survive. One wanted to be, to me, she wanted to be the head. Mallory want to be who she trying to be now. She want to be over everything. And how she get it, she gonna get it. See, Kim ain't she new to that. She new to the business side, but she gonna learn. She gonna learn it, and she gonna end up being probably one of the top dogs of the company. I don't think they're gonna let Mara go nowhere. She gonna stay there, but those guys, those brothers, they gonna have to sweat for a while until they get their acts together. The one named Rain, she probably gonna end up owning the club because I think she was trying to buy the club. She probably gonna end up with the club. Her sister supposed to go to college. Um, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to Angel. I read he's just gonna continue to dance and prance around horrors. I guess I don't know. I'm curious to know is they gonna find out about him and Angel. But Angel, they ain't never been together, but he was dancing for him and stuff like that. Now he make you think like what's all this about now, But overall, like I said, I think it was a pretty good show, and we're gonna see what happened, y'all. We're going to see what happened. But I really enjoyed everybody for coming through. Not one of my other shows I like is called Bridgerton. How many of y'all watch Bridgerton? I like to watch those type of movies like the old days, the Queen, the Prince, and all. I like movies like that. I don't know, but I do. I like movies like that. I watched all of that. I'm waiting on that new season to come on, like Queen, Charlotte. I like stuff like that. But I appreciate everybody for coming through. Tomorrow I'm gonna do my walking. Oof, my legs are sore. I want to thank Lion Pride for coming through. Everybody that did come through tonight. Uh, I don't know who's live now that was in the chat, but I'm about to get on off of here. I got a doctor appointment tomorrow, so I'm gonna record my walking, and then I got an appointment later on that day. So I might pop up later on tomorrow. I don't know. It all depends. But I want to thank everybody who watched. I hope I didn't spoil it for everybody. I'll try to do it in a way where it was funny. Like I'm like, ooh. But I think my favorite ones on the show is Olivia, Kimmy. I like Olivia and Kimmy the most. Even though Olivia, she's just too much, but I just like her character. You know, she's funny though. She's funny, and she don't care. I like her, Kimmy. I like Horace too. Them three, I think the most ones I like: Horace, Kimmy, and Olivia. Yeah. But I like all of them, but them three I really do like. You know, I've been watching Olivia for years, but she was on All My Children, but she's playing a different character. I think the way she acted on this show, I think she deserves a award because she's just showing out. You hear me? Even when she got ready to come to the hospital, she just cutting up. Just cutting up. She's just talking to the nurse all kind of way. I said, Lord, Olivia, you something else. But she playing that part that night, y'all. She playing that part. But overall, I think the cast is pretty good. Tyler Perry, I think she did a good job on this. And like one of your fans was saying, this how it be when you get hooked on something and want to watch something all the time, then they want to end it. You know, I used to watch all these shows but it still come on Grey's Anatomy. I know that show been on forever. It been on forever. I started out watching Grey's Anatomy. I think this the last year right here, I think. And I used to sit there and watch that all the time. Now it's coming to an end. I know it had been on over 20-some years. It had been on a lot of seasons. A lot of seasons. But like the lady was saying, some shows, they just keep on for season after season. But hopefully maybe they'll pick it up somewhere else. Or, like I said, he gonna go out with a bang. So if it be like the haves and the have not, it's gonna go off kind of with a cliffhanger. I was thinking that gonna come back on. And I seen a picture with that guy playing in it. And I gotta finish watching that movie. The one that was playing on the half and the half, not the son. You know, we used to see some of your characters playing sweet and innocent roles, and then they turn to play like bad roles. It don't seem like really they playing those kind of roles, but I know that's part of their job. They don't play the same character all the time. I think that lady would have been a good person on there. The woman played on the haves and the have not. She stayed in the stuff. I can't think of her name, but she would have. I believe she would have handled Mallory. Hold on, let me get to her name. But I'm finna get ready to get on off of here. I enjoyed everybody. Yeah, Veronica. I believe if Veronica had been on there with Mallory and Kimmy. Woo. Now Veronica, she didn't play. The one played on the haves and the have not. If Tyler Perry had to put her on there, I think Mallory would have had her run for her money because she was just like they seemed like they had the same type of manipulated ways. But I missed that show though. I watched it all of them to the last few endings, I believe. And it stayed on about 9 years. They said let's see, it stayed on a long time. The haves and the have not. They stayed on 8 seasons. Yeah. It started in 2013 and ended in 2021. Well, all right. I want to thank everybody that did come through. Like I said, if you haven't watched um, the show, you missing out. It's entertainment, because that's what this is, entertainment. And over here on my channel, you'll see me do movie reviews sometimes, and I do wellness and meal preps, and I'm all about trying to focus on my health and work with the body, mind, and soul. We've been doing the Move the Body Challenge this week. We on day 3. No, we on day 2. Move the Body Challenge is walking. You can walk outside, or you can do something inside. Move your body, whatever possible way you can. And it's for health and wellness. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Go watch Beauty and Black. If you haven't watched the beginning of the first series, and that's what I always say, if you don't watch the beginning of a series, you'll be lost in the middle part, because you got to know what's going on. You got to know what was the plot, what is the storyline. And like I said, the plot was between two women, like they was trying to survive, and one of them was already at the top, but it's just what she went through to get to the top, and the other ones, she had to go through a lot to get where she at. So maybe Kimmy and Matter will work out. Then again, we don't know. On that note, y'all continue to stay blessed, stay encouraged, and always stay what? Prayed up. And until next time, bye-bye.